Western society, we often have expressions like, don't sweat the small stuff. Well, how do you do that? It's really when you become a bigger person, when you don't see things from that personal self, when you see the larger picture, like life and death, then you cannot sweat the small stuff. But when you think you're a personal, separate self, then every little thing seems to matter. Let's talk about it another way as well. Before we get into a meditation on this, there are so many pathways that talk about letting go, spiritual pathways that talk about surrendering your life to something bigger. You're letting your personal self go then. But how? But how? Right? That's our dilemma in the Western world. It's not that we don't believe they're right when we have an itsy bitsy glimpse of letting ourselves go, when we follow a visualization or someone's meditation. We forget our troubles. We stop spinning. We stop looping. Where do we go? What happens? We're still here. We're still the body. What is that momentary peace or that letting go? What if it's in the now? What if it's right now that we start that? What if it's available to us right now? So close your eyes and join me for a moment. Be very aware right now of your body. Be aware of what is it doing. I was just aware of fixing something. It was spontaneous. It was on my computer. It was something I determined was not working. So where did that take me? If I judge it, it starts me into looping. Here I am doing a meditation. Here I am doing a videotape, and something on my alarm clock isn't working because I want to go on not too long. I want to make it just as good as I can for you. Who is that wants that? That is the separate self. But if I let that go and start again to just enter this moment, let go worries, let go thoughts. They can come, they can go. We can respond or not respond. But if we start looping, we're going further from our destination. So where is our destination? Our destination is not to get rid of something. And that's silly because we're here. We want to be here now. We want to be here even more than we have been here because our looping thoughts take us away. So let's enter our bodies. Whatever you're doing, even if you're washing dishes, feel the dish in your hand. Feel the scraper if you're scraping the dish. See the plate. See the sink. Feel the water. Feel the soap. And if you're sitting on a meditation cushion, you can either imagine the cushion holding you, feeling it, or you could be dishwashing, visualizing with the person who's washing dishes. If you're walking and listening to this, feel your feet on the ground. You can be here now, even if you're listening to this and you're disturbed by someone who knocks on the door, and maybe there's a child who isn't respecting your quiet time. Often happens. Be here now for the interruption. You haven't lost anything. You've gained everything when you are here for the moment. And when you pay attention to the thoughts, most of them are extraneous in the sense that they're warning you about things to come that you don't need to know about. They're warning you about things that happen that you believe, they believe, the mind believes is of consequence, and you're predicting from the past to the future, and we know that looping. We've been taught to respect the mind. We've been taught to worship the mind. Yes, the mind takes us to the moon. The mind creates the iPhone. It does all these marvelous things. And then it overworks in our personal time and starts judging. I believe that's what it does when it doesn't have a useful task. And some of that is just pre-cortex, it's just old brain, uh, primitive brain protecting you and looking for what might be missing. What do you need to keep you safe? But I'm going to stop talking so much and let you be here now. You're here with me, with my voice, with wherever you are. And you might think of me as separate, or you might think of me as connected to you. Either way, be here with my voice without judgment. If you can have a second to just be here, the now is your pathway. Anytime you're here with yourself in the now, you have a new perspective. You're the witness. You're the observer. And that's one step outside of believing in the concrete. And so we can be together in so many ways, physically, spiritually, and in imagination. I can go with you anywhere. My daughter is with me always. She has a bigger presence in some ways since she's been dead than before, because I was in roles of mothering. I am now free to love her exponentially with no conditions, no rules for me, no rules for her. And there is no difference in some kind of exponential way between my daughter and you. All beings have a connection. And we're not all the same. And that confuses us when we say oneness. But every tree that's connected underground, every redwood, for example, does not look exactly like the other redwoods, but it is a redwood. And we have the same kind of wiring and connections. And take those connections with you everywhere you go. The outer world is dual. It's up and down. You're going to like this person and not like that person. That's just the nature of up and down, outer world. But the inner world is where that connection is, and we can bring that to the outer world through this lens, and even more through this heart lens. Thank you for being with me today. Bye for now.